Hey guys, welcome to week 6 of our digital learning, and we are in the home stretch. And the reason I say we're in the home stretch, we have this week 6, we have week 7 next week, May 8th or May 4th through the 8th, and then the week of May 11th are finals. So A class, you'll be taking your orchestra final on Monday, May 11th, and then B class, you'll be taking your orchestra final on Tuesday, May 12th. And so after that, no new assignments, okay? Right now, we're going to continue working on our project piece. If you have not already done assignments for April 13th through 17th and last week, April 20th through 24th, go back and do those before you start this week's assignment for April 26th through May 1st, because you need to start working on the project piece. I'll work on it chronologically, and the project piece is going to be our final exam. Our final exam is going to be a final performance of the piece that you've been working on for these last few assignments, okay? I want to show you while I'm in my eClass page, I get this question a lot, where are our Zoom session links? And if you look right here, here's the links to the Zoom sessions. So I can make that bigger. And if I click on it, it'll take me to the Zoom sessions, but they haven't started yet, so there's no Zoom session to go to. But you can see right here what day they're scheduled for and the link right there. I also have it on our Google Classroom. So let's head to Google Classroom. And I'll show you the Zoom session links, and then I'll show you the assignments. So let's go to classwork, and I created a module for this week. Here's the instructional video that you're probably watching right now. Here are the Zoom session links, and there's that same slide right there. So if you ever can't find them, it's right here. That's where you find it. If you have any questions, come to the Zoom sessions. If you ever want a one-on-one Zoom session, if you're having trouble with smart music or you're having trouble with Noteflight or anything that's especially techie, Zoom is really good. And let me show you a feature that Zoom has that a lot of people didn't know. So here's a Zoom session I kind of have playing in the background. Do you see this green arrow? Let me move this up. Oh, nope, I don't want to see the full screen. Let's exit full screen. Okay, so that little green arrow on the bottom that says share screen, if you click that, so if you and I are having a meeting, if we're meeting one-on-one or even in a group, if you click share screen, you can click any of the screens that you have open. And of course, I'm showing you what it looks like on my laptop, and you guys would have access, or whoever's in that meeting would have access. And like, let's say it's a Noteflight project, I could walk you through what to do to get started on that Noteflight project. Okay, so Zoom is really good for that, for question and answers. And if you ever have some tech stuff, because sometimes it's one of those things where you have to see it, and I have to see it to understand it. Okay, let's jump into this week's assignments. It is very, very similar to last week. We're still continuing to work on the project piece. Let's see, we're going to record. Oh, first you're going to insert a performance video from last week. So if you haven't done last week's assignment, you definitely have to go back and catch up. So this slide right here, you're going to put in last week's video. It is not a new video you're creating, it's the old video, because you're going to compare and contrast later on. Let me take a step back though and show you this slide and explain again what this is. Here's a link to Smart Music. So you can go to Smart Music, do anything you can to Smart Music. I think it's really cool. You can click on a note and it tells you exactly how to play it, and it plays the note too, shows it to you on a fingerboard. That's pretty cool. You can research any piece you want in Smart Music. And then right here, this link is to some PDFs I've created. So sometimes if you're like me, I like having a physical copy that I can mark on, or if I'm doing the Noteflight assignment where I had to write out the rhythm, I like having the physical copy right here so I can use my screen solely for the Noteflight project. You don't have to print the PDFs. It's just there for you. If you don't have a printer at home, it's fine. It's just another tool for you guys to use. Okay, so then next slide. Last week's video, not a new video. Then you're going to record yourself again. And I will say this week again, it doesn't need to be perfect. We're still working for that final. I just want to see progress. And I want you to see the progress, really. Then you're going to load the new video that you create into this slide. And then you're going to grade yourself. And grade yourself, I mean, give yourself A, B, C, D, or even an F. And you're going to grade yourself on these categories. And then you're going to tell me why you gave yourself that grade. So if you give yourself an A, list all the great stuff you're doing. If you give yourself a B, that probably means you've got one, maybe two things that you need to fix, but everything else is great. So list the good and the bad. Tell me what's going well and tell me what you need to improve on. Because we don't need to always focus on the negative. So then the next slide is the same thing. And then you are going to compare this week and last week's video, which is why we needed both of them in the slide deck. So watch last week's, watch this week's, and then you're going to tell me what have you improved on. And you're also going to say, what have you not improved on? And I need you to go back and read last week's assignment because you set goals last week. See right here where it says you set goals? So what were those goals and did you meet those goals? Okay. And then explain, give your reason. Did you meet them? Yes, I did. I practiced really hard to fix this and I fixed this. Or I wanted to fix this. I didn't practice as much as I should. Or I thought I fixed it, but now that I listen to myself, it's not as good as I want it to be. Just be very upfront and honest. This is so you can prepare for the final exam. This is for you, for your benefit. I'm not going to watch the videos and give you a grade based on your performance right now. I want to see work, and I want to see that you are growing as a musician and as a student through this assignment. That's what I'm going to grade you on. So make sure you're putting some thought. That clicking noise is my dog, and he's scratching at the door behind me. Okay, then you're going to set goals for this coming week's practice, similar to what we did last week. And then I have another boom cards quiz, and I told you guys I am geeking out over boom cards. I love it. This week is a little bit different. You're going to hear the rhythm, and then you're going to create the rhythm. So jump in and try it. You guys, let me know what you think of the boom cards. If you really like them, I think they're super easy as a teacher. But I don't always understand as a student what you guys see. So if you have some feedback, good, bad, indifferent, I would love to hear it because it's something I want to continue using. But if you think it's something, Miss Reagan, you probably shouldn't use this anymore. It's not working. Let me know. I really need to know that. Okay, practice logs, as we do every week and have done forever and ever since the beginning of orchestra. And then our Seven Nation Army and Irish Fair. And I got the question this week about, like, Ms. Reagan, what do I need to do with these pieces? Honestly, I just put this here so you have something to practice, something besides the LGPE pieces. So if you are filling your 20 minutes time with your project piece and maybe something else, you don't have to practice these. But these are also available for you to call up somebody else in class and say, hey, let's try to play this together. Let's try to put Seven Nation Army together. Yes, when I originally assigned these, I thought we would have a concert, and I was really hoping we would have a performance. But we know that's not going to happen. So I just keep these available for you to have something to practice, okay? And we created the play-along tracks, and everything is there for you to learn your parts. And there's a very good chance at the beginning of the year for my 7th graders, we may pick up on these pieces and start with these pieces. And then always, you're finished, hit submit. If you're redoing it, hit resubmit. Make sure you do that. Signal to me and your other teachers that it's ready for grading, okay? So as always, if you guys have questions, send me an email. Remember, it's Michelle, MICHELLE .Reagan, RAGAN, at gcpsk12.org, not my Google one. I'm not checking that one always like I should. So send it directly to my inbox where I am checking it. If you guys see those one-on-one Zoom sessions, we're available. Just let us know how we can help you get through these next few weeks, okay? You guys have it. I'm so proud of the work I'm seeing from you guys. I hope that we get to see each other soon, and good luck this week.